Hello, welcome back to Galactic Reviews. I recently got done watching the film Old Dads. I believe it's a comedy film starring Bill Burr. There were some good moments. There were some problems I have with it. I think overall the story was kind of lacking. Wouldn't be a problem considering that it's mostly a comedy film. But the comedy was also lacking more towards the end and heavy startup on the comedy. The comedy was good. I thought the comedy was fine when it was there, but a lot more towards the end, it wasn't there near as much as I would have liked it to be. I liked Bill Burr. I thought he did a good job. I liked most of, I liked a lot of the stuff in it. The music was there, nothing really special. Cinematography wise, nothing's really special there either. It looks good. Looks up to par with what's mostly done nowadays. Early on, it takes a lot of hits at woke culture, all this PC stuff that goes on. I think it does a good job making fun of the PC stuff. I do think that is something that this film should be given credit for. And I think the fact that it's pissed off people like at CNN, because like there's been a couple hit pieces on this film. People like I went looking for a thumbnail early on for this film, and yeah, it was yeah, a lot of news, a lot of hit pieces on this film. It does take shots at woke stuff going on in this world, and how to like deal with how like somebody who is kind of gets angry and very outspoken, doesn't care, how he kind of deals with it and stuff. I didn't mind any of the side characters. Few of them I thought could have been done better, like the woke mom in there, because there's a whole bunch of woke moms, but people who have seen the film know what I mean. The woke mom that is more prominent in the film, I think could have been done better. It was obviously wasn't going to change from the get go, but she's never given any crucial thought until the very end with her stupid husband. I think they make him. He's the stupid friend in the group. I think they make him very they make him more stupid than I think he should be, to the point where the relationship is sad, and to the point where I don't think it's ever mendable. I just don't know how much I really like that sort of those two characters dynamic. And granted, they do hash it out towards the end of the film, but you don't really get to know anything about like any character development going on. And even then, it's played off as a joke towards the end. Bill Burr's character Jack, his friend, I forget his name. The other friend in this, not the one that was married to the woke lady. I didn't mind his character at all. The actor played him did really well. Shockingly, until thinking about it, didn't really see this, but I can see why some people would be mad at this film, because Bill Burr's character tells this man to man up when he impregnates a girl, and decides to just go to a strip club and a casino and just waste his money, saying he's due for something good to happen. And Bill Burr's character Jack tells him to essentially man up and take responsibility for your actions. And he does towards the end. And that was actually something good. Jack's character goes through like anger problems and bursts out like to the point where it's a problem. It's odd because this family very quickly turns from comedy sort of centered to being like a Hallmark sitcom of like a couple, just happens to be jabbing at woke stuff. They could have gone different places with this. They just didn't. The wife, her point, I think that she came down to towards the end, where she kind of grew, was that she needed to be there for her husband, instead of just, because he does have anger outbursts, but a lot of the time he's right in the way that these people are acting. and she doesn't seem to support him, and he points this out, and I think she does end up coming to that realization towards the end that she needs to support him. She can still critique him, but she also needs to support what he, not so much in his outbursts, but support him and back him up on things, especially when he is saying the truth. I do think, or when he's trying to, and she does seem to do that, especially when he's trying to look into getting help for his getting help in his like anger management, some stuff, which I don't know. I know what they were going for, but it kind of gives off mixed messaging, because like Bill Burr's comedy is basically him being angry a lot, and this film has Bill Burr starring in it with him going to anger management. I don't know. I kind of get like some, it makes me, I don't know. It just feels weird as like that's the final lesson. Like still, it feels weird. A lot of characters I think that could have been used more. They just weren't. Travis, which is the guy that gets fired along with the other three guys at the, I think maybe like within the first half of the film. He just disappears. I was thinking maybe he would show up later in the film. No, he just disappears. There is also the boss guy that is sort of like the main antagonist, but then later shows back up in the life. It kind of shows back up in a weird way, and then just as suddenly as he appears, he suddenly disappears. You never hear anything about him after that. And all in all, I don't hate this film. I wouldn't say I love this film, but it wasn't a bad watch. It was all right. I definitely think I definitely wish it had more comedy aspect, especially towards the end. Much like Tommy Boy and films like Tommy Boy and Dirty Work, where they were comedy films and they had a plot, but comedy was throughout the whole thing. This one had comedy up front and then slowly went and then mainly focused on the plot instead of, and the plot wasn't great. It was just very confusing considering the people that were involved in this movie and who this movie was mainly about and written to star for and stuff. It just seems odd to me the way that they did that, but I mean, considering he wrote the movie, was his decision, so I'm just confused as to why he decided to do that. But hey, you did a good job. All these actors did a good job. I think the script could have used a little bit more in like the places I've already kind of mentioned. I think the script could have used a little bit more fine tuning, if that makes sense. But yeah, don't hate it, don't love it. Wish more stuff was utilized. I'll go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a good film. I don't know if you're gonna watch it again. It's like I said, it's not like Tommy Boy or Dirty Work, but it is a decent enough film. I think it's a 7. I think that's a good placement for it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on Galactic Reviews.